Who here has heard about climate change? Who here wants to save the world by doing things that save our climate? This is awful quiet here. Come on, who? Yes. Well, that's me. I decided that bicycling to work was the way to do it. Now, there's a problem here with bicycling. You can't be seen. So I have a flag and a vest, helmet, mirror, and gloves. So every day while I ride to work, I armor up. These are Kevlar gloves. Cut resistant, designed for firemen to get you out of a broken car. This is a helmet. It's crushable. It's not hard. It's designed to take the first fall. Break, not your head. It has a mirror on it so I can see in back, just like you do on your car. In February of 2020, I had ridden to work where I work in Carlsbad at Ezoic. Now, that night, I decided because it was great outside, beautiful weather, that instead of taking the more dangerous but bicycle safe route on Camino Real, home down the hill, and to my house, I would go to the coast. I would ride out Poinsettia to the 101, hang a left, and down this beautiful coast. We live in a beautiful area. Why not? This is Ponto Beach. Look at that. Waves, beautiful. Imagine this with a sunset. That's what I'm thinking. Unfortunately, it has a death trap. You might not recognize it. I'll give you a close-up. Sand in the bike lane. It was worse the day I rode. I didn't take this picture that day. I'm riding home down the 101, and all of a sudden, this is my tail light on the back of my bike, and I went down. That's the Good Samaritan who came up to see how I was doing. His first question was, "Are you okay?" "No, goddammit, my leg's broken." It was twisted off to the side. He called an ambulance. My wife, she came and picked up my bike, and off to the hospital I went. Here I am in the emergency waiting room. As you can see, my leg.
Pointed in the wrong direction.
Yes. So now it's pointed in the right direction. But they knocked me out to do this. They straighten your leg immediately because that helps with the healing. The doctor came in, Dr. Minneke, with his little mask, and he said, "There's a problem. You need a pin. I'm going to have to drill a hole." Right down the middle of your leg. And I'm going to put a pin in. Right down my leg. And it's going to hold the bones in place. And then, to hold that in place, I've got a couple of screws. One at the top, two in the bottom. And then my leg went looking from this, with that broke in the tibia and the fibia, come on, to looking like this. See these poles where the screws are going, and there's this pin. It's titanium. I don't set off the alarms at the airport. There's the holes where they drilled, the staples where they cut my knee open, and then I went home. To a life of this. I thought only old people had to do this. But it turns out, nope, you do. Fortunately, if you want to reach something, I had the grabbers. You can pick anything up with this. You're standing here, but you can't carry it. But then I found out, what you do is you take a bag from your groceries, hook it around the front, and now you can take your stuff over to the couch. I went from the first day they had me stand on the leg and I put my foot about here and I about collapsed, to being able to get to the bathroom 4 days later, to the kitchen, to the couch, to the end of my driveway, to the end of the block, and back. That took 2 months. And I graduated to this. Again, something I thought only old people and house used. The cane. 2 more months of this, but I went to the gym every day. They have something called Aquafit. It's a pool where you can work out in, and there are a bunch of old people, and I'm talking old. We're talking people with swimsuit caps with flowers still on them. They're in their 90s. And you swing your foot back and forth, generally building up strength. And as you get stronger, you move from the deep end where your weight is supported by the water to the shallow end where you can walk through just fine. Now, fortunately, you're not alone. If you break your tib fib, you can join a group. Tib fib fracture friends. 6,000 people worldwide. They'll help walk you through. And as you can see, I'm not so bad. I didn't have this one. This poor guy walked off a hill. Here he is getting pulled down. He went 5 miles down a trail on a litter. I only had to ride in an ambulance. And that's my story. Thank you.
Wow. Thank you, Jerry.